we're going to create pivot table, then we'll assess some of the information that you're going to get about the pivot tables. So we go to the car inventory sheet. This is the sheet that we're going to use, and we're going to insert pivot tables. You'll find that it selects the whole table, and we're going to use a new worksheet. Click OK. After creating a new worksheet, you'll find that all the tables, all the columns are brought to this pivot tables field. And we have other fields in this. We have these fields where we can move these to check the analysis that we have to make. For example, if we want to check the model, the make full name, you have to check, and the rows gives the name. The rows is majorly specifically based for the names or the strings, and the values are calculated fields so that we can check. Let's say, for example, value, so it will count the number of vehicles in this section. So if the model, the make full name is a string, when you bring it to the value section, it automatically counts. If it's another calculated field, for example, the miles covered, it will automatically find the sum, so that it'll find the sum of miles that each of these make model travels. So, for example, I want to find the number of Chryslers, the number of Ford, the number of GM cars that we have. I just bring this section here, and it gives me the count of the vehicles. There are other fields here. For example, we always have the count, the average, the maximum, minimum product. So it depends on what you want to do. So you right click or just click on it, and it gives you these field settings, and you can do whatever you want to do with it. Therefore, this section I just wanted to find the count of the model full name. That is right here, the count of the model full name. So here I can name this to model name. Model name, then count of model. So we have 7 Chryslers, we have 13 Ford, we have 6 GM, we have 12 Honda, we have 4 Hyundai, and we have 10 Toyota. So we can create another pivot table, and the best step we can do is just copy this. You highlight it and right click to copy, and we paste it here. So you can change this field to a different field that you'd like to have here. For example, you can have the miles covered, and changing this from the full name, the make full name, to the driver, so that you find the drivers that are driving these cars. For example, Bad has driven a total of 144,647 miles. So you can find the number of miles that the drivers have driven so far. So you can use, for example, if you want to use a chart, you can highlight the whole of this, or even you can just take this and come to the pivot analyze and use pivot chart, and it will give you a chart according to what you want to use. For example, if you want to use a line graph, if you want to use a pie chart, if you want to use a bar chart. Let me use, for example, the bar chart and click OK. So I can decide to sort this in ascending order. I move to this, I click this cell and right click and sort from the smallest to the largest. That's the ascending order. As I sort this, also this is sorted. Oh, what method did I use to sort from smallest to largest? So this also, I can come to this section and click and format axis and use categories in reverse order. Okay, great. Then I can expand this graph so that all the data is clearly seen. So we found Yusuf has driven the least miles, 19,000 miles, while Smith has driven the highest number of miles, which is a total of 305,432 miles. He is the most active driver. As same to this, I can sort from uh, smallest to largest so that you can see the number of vehicles that we own by the model name. And I can use pivot analyze and use a pie chart. Insert. Let me use this section of pie chart. And I can use either 3D or 2D. For now, let me use 2D. These are 2D pie chart. Let me move this section here so that it fits in the graph. I can change this to move to the bottom section, legend to the bottom, so that we can have the full name here. And I can remove this. Hide all buttons and fields on chart so that you can have that. I can also hide this. Let me hide this, hide all fields and buttons on the chart. Okay, so that's what you have. We can rename this to total miles driven. Sorry. Total number of cars. We can also check the other thing that we may be interested in. No, we can check if the cars are covered or not covered. So, oh, sorry for that. So what I have to do is copy this and paste it here. One thing you have to note is I'm pasting as pasting P, not pasting as values or pasting as formulas or pasting and transposing. I have to paste special using that so that it brings in all the pivot table model that I needed. Then I can change this to whether it's covered or not covered. And you can find that cars that are not covered have traveled the longest miles. And I can change this so that I can use count, or I can also use miles depending on what I need. Yeah, count of covered, sum of miles. So such analysis depends on whatever you are analyzing or depends on whatever you're doing so that you can assess. Okay, you can also, for this one, you can use a pie chart. For example, in pivot analyze, then I use a pie chart so that I can see the number of cars covered and the proportion of cars covered and proportion of cars not covered. Then I can use data labels if I need inside center. You should find that 5 cars are covered while 47 not covered. So this is proportion of cars covered and not covered. So those are how to create, that is how to create pivots, tables, and pivot charts from the data we analyze. Next, we're going to create dashboards. Please subscribe and watch, and also come with me to the next section to create the dashboards that are needed.